I'm happy to report that Helldivers 2 is taking more time to produce patches and new content. This is brilliant news, as I am now able to act as your content supplement, to hold your beautiful gamer brain out until the next content injection. I have been hard at work in the lab. 5 weapon concepts, all thoroughly designed to integrate seamlessly into the Helldivers ecosystem. I will now present them to you.
The anti-existence rifle
Was the demanded first child, demonstrating the prophetic hymn, Gamer Need Boomstick, to be true. This long-range rifle that specializes in removal of matter from beings that do not matter will revolutionize the armory of Helldivers, as it will be the first sniper rifle or marksman rifle. That sounds as if it fires something that could even remotely maim a small insect. I am not a sound designer, so I cannot generate the noise it would theoretically make, but you have my word, it would be very cool. Every shot from the AER will be an earth-shatteringly critical round. If fired while standing, you will be sent flat on your ass, so crouching is highly recommended. The damage will reflect this too, being able to easily one-shot charges and hulks if hit anywhere from the front. No glancing angles. Even factory striders and bile titans would not be safe. A well-timed bullet in a titan's open mouth or a factory's back knee would obliterate these invincible vermin from the face of the earth. It only gets one bullet. Yeah, huge firepower like that. Turns out you can't just have that in a regular bolt action. No, you're going to be reloading a new bullet every time you fire. You may have also noticed the large member atop the rifle. This will be a groundbreaking first in the Helldivers series, as it will be a scope you can actually see through.
The space blunderbuss
Occupies the opposite end of the spectrum. A single shot with terrible spread, but insane damage. Once again, able to deal with even the greatest targets, but maybe without the whole knocking you on your ass thing. That could be a little frustrating in close quarters, I'm thinking. Whilst manufacturing this one, I did come to the realization that I was essentially recreating that one shotgun Reginald made a video on. And I kind of did. Anyway, my one is way cooler because it's not a shit weapon. Would this gun even be effective? Who knows? I went in with the mindset of making a shotgun that would be as fun as possible. And I think this formidable creation well and truly would deliver. Next up is a complete arse pull that I will now spend the next
190 seconds.
justifying to you as to why it totally has a place in Helldivers.
Rise up against the machine, son.
Observe the sleek car engine residing in the rear, and gaze upon the PNG crank wheel placed due to my lack of ability to create a wheel of my own. Yeah, I mean business now. To lay out the basics here, you wind up the gun to fire the gun. The more you wind, the faster and stronger the laser blast will be. Pretty simple, right? Maybe a little more detail. So with a weapon like this, it's important to place restrictions. I think an overheat system is a little how you going, so we're not going to have that. Not being able to wind up the weapon while shooting is important to disallow infinite fire. So winding up optimally to a full charge, then unleashing a progressively weakening torrent of freaking heck, bro. This would also mean that only releasing a small amount of a full charge and winding back up from this point would be the best way to divide stronger firepower upon the masses. To top all of this off, maybe you can go like do 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 do. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be cool? The final 2 designs are ones I spent extra long in the kitchen for. So here's the pitch. This little doozy here would emit a constant beam of lightning, which would build up and eventually be enough to emit an obliterating bolt, one-shotting the enemy. If this beam is interrupted by another enemy jumping in front, little to no damage will occur. This could be incredibly annoying, as members of my chat described. So to make it a little less frustrating, it would have to take like a few moments for the beam to be interrupted. It will also take longer to cook bigger enemies, a simple but important desertion. Essentially, you're emitting this really weak beam that doesn't actually damage the enemy, but it builds up inside the enemy until they get pregnant with lightning, and then they explode. I think that would bring a satisfying and useful member to the Arc family of weapons. Shout out to the real punters for watching this far into the video. Your reward: the final abomination. I have created an entirely new class of weapon. This does not operate within the parameters of conventional weaponry and does not kill enemies. What I've come up with is a
Liquid metal spitter.
Instead of being a killing machine, this thing is designed to cripple everything it comes across. To explain my idea, here's a few examples. Hit it against a Hulk, shooting metal with the rocket hand would block it from firing and detonate the arm. Smaller bugs can be coated in metal to suffocate them or make them more susceptible to damage. Tanks' cannons can be entirely sealed, instantly destroying them when they fire at you. Factory Striders can have all guns shut down. Flying enemies will instantly fall from the sky if you manage to even hit one, and there would be countless other interactions. I feel as though Helldivers needs more weapons that feel like creative tools, as opposed to just having raw firepower. I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm sorry it took so long to make. The hand-drawn animations definitely took some time, and I'm not really sure what else could have distracted me for so long. Anyway, my next video might be something a little bit shorter, just to make sure that I am indeed making content. Goodbye.